Chaz and AJ in the morning. Governor Malloy announced his budget yesterday, and today he's here with us right now. What's the reaction so far?
Well, it's early. I think that there's an appreciation that there are a lot of new ideas in this budget and that it represents a solid break with the past. It's a tough budget. We had to cut about $1.8 billion over 2 years out of what would have been a same services budget, the cost of providing the same services. It does increase spending, but it does not raise taxes. In fact, it cuts taxes, something that you've been telling me I needed to do.
Yeah, and this is
over and over again, as a matter of fact.
This is probably, you've already heard this, and I'm sure it's going to come up on the phones, but how could you, in the face of our current fiscal situation, increase spending?
Well, I'm increasing spending to do the things that need to be done that weren't done previously, so or are required by law. So, for instance, Medicaid will cost us an additional $380 million. I have no choice. That's required by the federal government. It has to go into the budget. I have no choice about it.
So, are there any increased taxes in this?
No.
None?
No, please. There's no increased taxes. In fact,
fees, fines.
In fact, we're cutting taxes. In the budget, we begin the process of bringing back that $50 no tax on clothing items. Next year, it'll be $25. If an item is $25 or less, it won't be taxed. The second year, or the third year, it will actually be back to the original $50. So
that's going to help a lot of people.
That's going to help the middle class. Yeah. In fact, what we're trying to do in this
car
budget,
tax thing's going to hurt municipalities, though, right?
No, it isn't. So let's have that discussion. We are the only state that taxes cars the way we do. And it is brutally unfair. For instance, if you had a 2010 Volkswagen Jetta valued at $25,425, in Hartford, your taxes would be $1,322. In Woodstock, they'd be $388. This is a brutal tax on the middle class. And a car is exactly the same value wherever it is.
Right.
It's unlike a house or an apartment building or a storefront, which reflects the costs and the taxes in a community. Car taxes don't do it. What you need to do is to do away with that tax and just spread it amongst the rest of the value of the other things you tax. By the way, this is the most expensive tax for us to collect. And we lose more of this tax than we do any other tax. But you spread it amongst the communities.
Even Democratic mayors. Mayor Finch, it seemed a little bit out of his mind with this, and Hartford mayor wasn't really happy with this.
It's hard. Change is hard. But let me repeat.
They feel like the cuts that you're making, the tax savings outside of the clothes thing, that's falling on them, not Hartford.
Actually, nobody would benefit more from doing away with car tax than Hartford. Nobody. They have the highest, or one of the highest.
The citizens of Hartford.
The citizens of Hartford.
But the municipality will have to find that money somewhere else.
No, okay, you have a universe of what you can tax. We limit what you can tax. And in that universe, we include cars, unlike almost every other state, and we're the only state that taxes in the way we do. Believe me.
Yeah, I believe that.
What you then do is you take that very small amount of revenue that you get cars in comparison. It's anywhere from 2% to 9%. And you spread it amongst other properties. What you're doing is lowering the taxes